Hey everybody, Beth Helvey, Michael Saunders & Company. I hope you're doing good today. I am a little late with today's market update, but here we go. So it is Monday, July 6th. I hope y'all had a great holiday. It was a little quiet here, of course, but the fireworks over at Benderson were really nice on Friday night. So let's talk about what happened last week. Now, for reference, last week we're talking about June 29 to July 5th. So I start at the Monday and go through the Sunday. And I do this every single time to remain consistent. I'm looking at Sarasota County and Manatee County so that we know what numbers we're looking at. And I'm not splitting them up based on type of property or price point. We're talking just generic numbers. So for that week, we had 407 people put their property on the market. That means that we are going up still. That's actually our highest number to date is 407. Hi, Miriam. We had 586 people put their property under contract or buyers buy a property. Hi, Lindsay. So if you haven't been watching, when something is pending, that means buyer and seller have both agreed to terms, they've come to contract, property is off market, and then they start the inspection process and go to closing. Don't forget, when this hit, we were in the mid to upper 100s, and we're already at 586. Now, it's a little low from the couple previous weeks. Some of that might be the holiday, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There probably wasn't as much activity because it was a holiday weekend. So we'll see what happens next week, and that will give us a lot more information as far as how the trends are going, okay? So we had 122 people take their property off the market, either temporarily or permanently. And we had 604 closings. So remember, when this started, our closings were high because our closings were reflective of the previous 6 weeks. Then they dipped. Don't forget that, because the first few weeks of COVID, there wasn't a lot of activity, and now they are coming back up because people started buying again. So we had 604 people close on properties last week. And yes, I was in that number. That is the highest number to date since COVID started, and I started tracking the middle of March. And things are looking good. We still have low inventory. We still have anywhere from 2.6 months of inventory to about 3 months of inventory. Hi, Colby. Now, that doesn't mean that we're bad. Well, we could use more inventory. There are parts of the country that have even less, which is crazy. There's pockets in Sarasota that have less, and there's pockets of Sarasota that have more inventory. It really just depends on where you're looking. Another interesting thing to not forget about this is our active numbers. And our pending numbers and our sold numbers don't necessarily reflect everything that's going on in new construction. A lot of what happens in new construction happens off MLS, not necessarily on MLS. Some things do, but a lot of it doesn't. So there's still a lot of activity going on in new construction, and the new construction salespeople I've been talking to have been telling me how busy they are. So in a nutshell, things are still, hi Melissa, things are still progressing. We're still getting better. We're not seeing any sort of decrease. We're not seeing anybody slow down too much. The numbers for the pending were a little bit low this last week, but we'll see what happens next week and see if it was the holiday thing or if we're going to have a slowdown again. Generally speaking, 4th of July holiday can be a little low for us, only because we have a lot of people who are doing other things, barbecues, going to the beach, things like that. And I imagine that even though not a lot of things were open, it was probably still the same case. So if you have any questions about real estate, about the numbers I just gave you, please feel free to send me a message or throw it in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. I'll be back again tomorrow. We're going to continue talking about situations and about the contract so that when you do enter into a contract, you have a little bit of an idea of what's going on, or if nothing else, maybe the right questions to ask. So it is gorgeous today. Mid-90s, hot, humid. Welcome to Florida, but we love it here. So if you do have the opportunity to get out and get some vitamin D, please do so. Maintain your social distancing and drink lots of water. I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody.